Happy Friday, class. Last day of the week before spring break. That's pretty exciting. Today I'm going to give you some tips on the circles versus rectangles problem solving question. I think we're going to continue with that today if you didn't finish it. So what we want to make sure we're doing with this is using what we know about circles as well as perimeter to help us solve this question. And we have to really read the question carefully to make sure we know what we're doing. So again, I am going to have you catch up today. Just to make sure you finished all of those show you knows, the numbers on the number line, as well as if there's anything on Khan Academy that you need to finish. If you do finish everything, you can go on arithmetic on Khan Academy. Remember, the goal by the end of the year is you to be finished 66% of that. So there is something you can do today if you're finished both of these. So when we're looking at this, I've redrawn it for you. We have this green large rectangle, and it says that, and then we have this pink rectangle inside of 6 circles. And we know that the perimeter is 60 for the pink rectangle. So since the perimeter is 60, that is the information we know. So we know that the distance, if we're thinking perimeter, that's the distance around that pink rectangle has to be 60. So it has to add up. Now we have to think of some things that we're going to know about perimeter of rectangles. One thing that we know is that this side is the exact same as that side in length. So those should be the exact same size, so that we need to make sure that the same value is going in for those. Because it's a rectangle, we also know that those two sides are the same in length. So we're really looking for two numbers that when we add all 4 up, it's going to give us 60. Another thing that the problem tells us that's really important for us to know, and that goes to our understanding of circles, is that when we look at the corner of this rectangle, they say it is on the exact center of those circles. So we have to think, well, if this is on the center of the circle, what are we talking about from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle? What is that? So if you're thinking radius, then you would be correct. So that is the radius. So that's going to help you solve this question so that you have a little bit easier way of going about it. So if this is the radius, now we have to look and say, well, if from the center to the edge is the radius, then what happens if I go from here to here passing through the center? Now, if you thought that it's the diameter because it's twice as long as the radius, you'd be correct. So that's the diameter. All right, so that is what we're looking at when we're solving this problem. We have to use our understanding of perimeter as well as diameter and radius. Now, once we know this, we know the diameter and the radiuses, then we should be able to figure out, so if I was talking about going from, oh, hi, Marshall. You couldn't come to learn? No? Okay. So if I was going from here to here, we're talking about the radius from the edge to the center. But now I want to say, well, what if I extended it to here? Now we're looking at, I have a diameter. And what if I extended it here? Now I have a diameter again. And if you look, we've now drawn a straight line all the way across that could give us this part right here. So those are your hints today. I want you to continue with that if you haven't finished that. If you did finish and this has kind of helped you see a few things and you want to make some tweaks to your assignment, that's good too. Once you're finished, if you want to go on Khan Academy Arithmetic, you can. And then we are in Friday, so we're going into spring break. I want to wish everybody a happy spring break. Get some rest, spend time with your families, and be safe. All right, see you later.